Boom, we're back live. Welcome to Nick White Classics. It's time for another retro replay. This is where we dust off the Atari 2600 and we play a blind game. So I've done no research on this game. I don't know much about it at all. I'll tell you what I do know. This is an Atari 2600 game that was published in 1982 by US Games. This is called Name This Game. This is the last game that US Games produced. And the story goes, they had a contest to name this Atari game, and then the company US Games went under in 1982 before the contest ended. So yeah, this game is officially called Name This Game. They never had a chance to award a winner and come up with an official name. So Name This Game is what stuck. Boom. So there you have it. This is by US Games from 1982 for the Atari 2600. What's happening, Brett? Shouts out to the classic crew. Thanks to everybody for joining me. Let's play some Atari, shall we? Let's go. All right. Right off the bat, we got some nice, bold, bright colors. Looks like I am a diver at the bottom, the green dude. Graphics are really, really good, actually, for the Atari 2600. Look at that. I got some bubbles, coming up from my tank, which looks cool. My feet, my feet. I'm kicking my feet as I swim. And so basically, this is kind of like Space Invaders in the sense where the shark's going back and forth, right? And he's on his way down, and I got to shoot him before he gets to the bottom. But then at the same time, that giant octopus right in the center there. Yeah, I know, right? It's a huge octopus. His tentacles keep growing, and I gotta shoot those before they make it all the way down to me. And then that red bar at the bottom, that's my air. And so whatever this speedboat on top, and check out that dude speeding back and forth. Whoa! Check it out. Beat the first level. Let's go. The speedboat on top. He's got some. He drops me some air. That white line, it looks like a fishing pole. I thought it was a fishing line, but when I got it, see, it adds air to my tank. So that's how I refill my tank. So anyways, I got to shoot the sharks, stop the sharks from making it to the bottom. I got to make sure that my air tank stays full. And then I got to shoot the octopus tentacles before they touch me at the bottom here. That's the game. Whoa. Try to get a high score. Right now I got almost 1,400 points. And this is night one of Atari Week on the channel. So shouts out to the classic crew. Thanks for joining me tonight. We're doing Atari 2600 games all week long. And I actually have a poll up on the community section of the YouTube page where, you can vote on what Atari 2600 game I'll play next. So get over there and cast your vote if you haven't. Yeah, check it out. Level 2. Let's go. And I have 4 really dope games up there in the poll this week. So you definitely gonna need your help to decide on which one to play, because there are four good ones. And should let you know we're gonna have a new guest on the show this coming Friday. We're doing a 2-player retro replay where we're playing 2-player Atari 2600 games with a new guest. Gonna have a friend on that's never been on the show before, and we have he has an old collection of Atari games as well, and he's bringing his games. So these are all we're gonna play 4 games, 4 2-player games on Friday. Ooh, I ran out of air. Bom. So Friday we're gonna play 4 2-player games that I've never played before, and I'm looking forward to that. Okay, there you have it. I'm on my second life of Name This Game, 1982 for the Atari 2600. Okay. You get 100 points every shark that you shoot, I think. See, and you got to get that fishing pole. Check that dude out there. Just cruising. Look at his hair blowing in the wind. speedboat going back and forth. Oh man, my air's getting low. I ran out of air. Shoot. Okay, 3,270. 3,270 points. Respects from Oregon. What's happening? Appreciate that. Yeah, man, I'm a big Atari 2600 fan. If you are as well, you're in the right place, man. Definitely hit me with the thumbs up. Hit me with the sub. All week long, we're going live at 8 p.m. Eastern and playing different Atari 2600 games on the stream. Actually, like I said, I have a poll up right now. So cast your vote. Let me know which game you'd like to see me play next. And Friday, I'm planning some two-player games. So definitely tune in every night this week at 8 p.m. Eastern for some more Atari gameplay. Yeah, I've had a handful of guests on the Retro Replay. I think this is episode number 55, 56, something like that. I know Louie's been on 4 or 5 times. Phil's been on Ooh, what's this? Oh, I see. The bottom filled up with ink. So the squid must have reached, the octopus's tentacles reached the bottom and hit me with the ink and killed me. But yeah, Phil's been on once before. Nate's been on 3 times. And Elijah's been on once. Camden's been on once. Becky's been on twice. And Nick is coming to visit this Friday, so it'll be his first time on the show. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, this is Name This Game from 1982 by US Games. And the funny story behind this game is they had a contest to name this Atari 2600 game. And then the company that produced the game, US Games, they went out of business before the contest ended. So, yeah, forever this game will be known as Name This Game. Let's give it another shot, shall we? Boom. It looks like Brett mentioned the podcast. That's right. We have a pro wrestling podcast called Throwback Fantasy Booking, where we fantasy book throwback wrestling federations in the ultimate fantasy invasion angle. So, yeah, we have episode number 8 coming very soon. We all picked our cards, and so the 4 of us need to find a time to get together and record the pod. Hopefully sooner than later. But yeah, if you're into retro gaming, you're into throwback content, you're into nostalgia, you're in the right place. Definitely hit me with a sub, hit me with a thumbs up, and let's go. I always love it when, my favorite part about building this community and doing these live streams on a daily basis is just seeing people who come from different places, man. Right now, I'm coming to you live from Columbus, Ohio, and I see somebody... Yeah, gave me some shots out from Oregon. And then I know Brett's in Texas, right? So I'm just saying, man, I love that, I love that the channel can bring people together. So if you're in the chat, I just want to say I consider you part of the classic crew, so welcome to the crew. Whether you've been around, for the last couple of months when I started this journey, or if today's your first time on a stream, happy to have you in the chat, man. These streams are boring without you, so thanks for tuning in. Santa Rosa, Texas. Got it. Yeah, sound off. If you're in the chat, let me know where you're at. So I'm playing Name This Game for the Atari 2600. You have to make sure that the octopus doesn't get, the giant octopus does not get his tentacles to the bottom. You have to make sure the shark doesn't get to the bottom because he'll eat you. And you got to make sure that you don't run out of air. That red bar at the bottom is your air. There you go. And if you last long enough, the green bar is your timer. If you last long enough, you beat the level. We made it to level 3. Yeah, so the lore behind this game, we're playing... okay. We're playing We're playing Name This Game by US Games for the Atari 2600, and the lore behind this game is the publisher actually had a contest to name this video game, which is why it's called Name This Game, and then the company, US Games, went under. The company went out of business before the contest ended, and so this game is now and forever known as Name This Game. And I think it was re-released at some point by a different publisher as Octopus. The title was Octopus, which makes sense. There's a giant octopus in the center of the screen, so probably a good name for it. Other boat game you played, man. Help me out. Let's see, how far back was it? Another boat game for the Atari. Another Atari boat game. Was it the one where I'm inside the submarine and it's flooding? I have to get to the top, unlock the doors, and get to the top before it floods and drowns me? That game is a data age game, but I'm not sure that's the one. Yeah, submarine, yes. Sequest, right? I think it's Sequest, where you play as a submarine and there's sharks and there's other submarines shooting at you. There might be an octopus in that one too, just a normal size octopus though, not a giant octopus. Classic, yeah, that's right. We are playing Name This Game for the Atari 2600 for 1982. And my score is 4390, which is probably the highest score I've ever had on this game. The red on the bottom, that is our air. So we can't, if we run out of air, if we start to run out of air, we got to hit this white line. And the green bar at the bottom, that is how long we have to stay alive. That's the timer. And those tentacles that are coming down, if you have to prevent those from touching the bottom, because if they touch you, they fill the bottom with ink and you're dead. Yeah. Shouts out to Hero. I see you're in the chat. I'm still trying to do that collaboration with you, my friend. We'll have to figure that out sometime. There you have it. This is Name This Game. Man vs. Squid. That's a good name for this game. Yeah, I like it. If I were to name this game, yeah, it'd be something like Scuba Steve, maybe? That's a cool name. Let's see if there's different game modes. Okay. There are. See at the bottom. 6 different game modes. Let's try number 3. Usually the first half are 1-player games. The second half are 2-player games. So let's go. The name that, yeah, like I said, the company went under before they actually named the game. So, but when it was re-released, it had the name Octopus. Man vs. Squid is a good name, though. I like that. Oh, the last time I did a live stream and played some Atari, somebody made a good suggestion to write down my high scores. That way, the next time I play it, I know, I know what the high score was the last time I played. Which is a fun idea. I need to just get a notebook, set it down here next to my Atari, and just jot it down. I might do that starting tomorrow. I mean, an octopus, I think it is an octopus, right? But it does shoot ink out of its tentacles, so doesn't that make it a squid? I don't know. It's huge, though, I'll tell you that. It's a giant, it's like bottom of the sea kind of gigantic creature. These old games are awesome. Check out the dude in the boat with his hair blowing in the wind. Check out the scuba diver just fluttering his feet at the bottom. The artwork on this is really, really great, man. US Games did produce a lot of good games, man. The games that they put out were really, really fun. This one included. This is a game I could see going back and forth. This might be a good one to bust out when I do a 2-player day, when I got our guest on, and see if we can beat each other's high scores. See, at first, when I first started up, I thought I had to avoid that line that comes down. Squid doesn't shoot ink? Yeah, it's definitely an octopus. See, See, if you just focus on the tentacles and let a shark come all the way down, he's going to eat me, watch. So it's like you have to shoot the tentacles and you have to shoot the shark. See? He chomps on me. 8-Bit Christmas or King of Kong. Yeah, 8-Bit Christmas is awesome, man. I saw that a couple years back, and yeah, I think that is a freaking classic movie. Instant classic. King of Kong, I think that's a documentary, right? I believe that's a documentary about Donkey Kong, the arcade game. Didn't he cheat to get the win or something, or he held the high score or something? I forget the details of that, but I may have seen that one as well, but it's been a hot minute on that one. Yep. I never seen the film Tetris though. But man, I used to be a huge Tetris head when I was a kid. For the Nintendo NES and for the Nintendo Game Boy, like the OG Game Boy. The first Game Boy that I bought came with Mario and Tetris. And he got me. And yeah, it's classic, man. I love Tetris. Good game. Dude, did you notice this? All right, see this orange dot at the bottom? Right below where I am, right in the center? Keep your eye on that. That sort of grows as I go. I'm not sure what it is. Like what's causing it to get bigger down there? I don't know if it's like supposed to be seaweed or what that is down there. And it's not growing now, so just keep your eye on it. Whew! Yo, this is the best score I've ever got. 5280. Not bad. Yeah, okay. The history of Tetris. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Yeah, man. Thanks so much for tuning in. Shouts out to the classic crew. Everybody who's in the chat, old or new. Happy to have you here tonight. Today is night 1 of Atari Week on the channel. We're going to be going live every night this week, playing Atari 2600 games at 8 p.m. Eastern. So yeah, definitely don't miss it. I also have a poll up on the community section of the YouTube page. I got 4 awesome games on there. And yeah, I can't decide what to play next. So I want everybody out there to go vote on which game you want to see me play next. And we'll make it happen. By the way, shouts out to Phil for borrowing me this game. This is not my copy of Name This Game. I was able to, I borrowed it from my buddy Phil. So thanks again for for letting me borrow this. That shark is wilding. Good Good call on that. It's my all-time high score at 6680. Let's go. Breaking records over here. I put game variation 3 in, you know, when so whatever that means. I don't know. I don't know if it made it a little easier maybe, because I usually don't make it this far. So maybe it is running a little easier. That's fine with me. High score is a high score. Oh yeah, it's the OG. It's the one button. They got the one button joystick right here. Oh man. I also have the paddle controllers too, which I just cleaned out recently. And I've got like about 20 paddle games that I've never played before. So one of these days one of these weeks, I'm gonna do a paddle week and just play all the paddle games that I have for the Atari 2600. They did a lot of cool stuff with the controllers and stuff too. They had the joysticks, the paddles, and then they had a keyboard you could plug in. They also had like a number pad, like just like a 10 character 0 through 9 number pad. And they also had a kids controller, which is like, another, it's like a piece that slid in overlays, and then you press the buttons, you press the overlays to hit the buttons. Anyways, all I have is joysticks and paddles. And I keep my eyes out for the other stuff, because I got a couple games that require the kids' paddles, but yeah, never came across those in the wild yet. Let's go! Beat another level. Is Phil the one with the wireless remotes? Yes, he is. See, all right, check it out at the bottom. Now we beat the game. Dude, check it out. Our score reset at the bottom, that implies that we made it to the last level and we beat it, and now we've cycled back around to the first level. So I gotta say, we did it. This is not a first for the channel, but there's not many games that we beat start to finish. This happens to be one of them. You witnessed it. This is, man, I need to keep like stats going for the channel. I need to just start a Google Doc and start putting stats in there. Add it to my list of things. I've been focusing a lot of energy on content lately. And yeah. Let's go. See, we got a witness. Appreciate that. I've been focusing on content a lot lately, man. The series I produced, which is called Hunting for Classics, where I hunt down classic Atari 2600, Nintendo GameCube, and Sega Genesis games. I have a new episode of Hunting for Classics coming out soon. That's episode 4, and I'm working on episode 5 now. Let's see. Last week I produced a bunch of classic comic book content on the live feed. The week before that, we did Mega Man Week, where we played Mega Man live streams all week long. This week is all Atari games. I don't want to give away next week, but I got some fun stuff next week. Also, we got Wrestling Wednesdays back on the channel. So every Wednesday we're doing backyard wrestling content, backyard wrestling matches from the 90s and 2000s, just some throwback content. And then every day, 7 days a week, Monday through Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern, I'm releasing new video content. And that could be video game content, could be throwback commercials, anything nostalgic. So yeah, if you're into classic content, man, definitely hit me with a thumbs up and sub to the channel. Spread the word. Let's build this community up. Shouts out to the classic crew. If you sub to the channel, you join the chat, consider you part of the crew. Happy to have everybody here tonight. We're playing Name This Game, 1982. Blanco will be in action soon. I released a match with Blanco last Wednesday. And I definitely did the job. Oh, man. Those are the good old days, man. 25 years ago. I did a backyard wrestling match, and today it's on my YouTube. Go check it out. But yeah, I found a couple more old school throwback wrestling, backyard wrestling tapes, and got them captured and got them set to release on Wednesdays. So every Wednesday for the next couple months, we are straight backyard wrestling content. Every Wednesday we call it Wrestling Wednesdays on Nick White Classics. We mainly do an NES and younger. So let's see. So Nintendo NES was my very first home console that I ever had. It's my first video game system, right? But my current NES does not work. So I'm in the market for one. Until I get one, the only systems that I have to play on stream are Atari 2600, Sega Genesis, and Nintendo GameCube. And usually on Saturdays I play the Nintendo GameCube, some kind of wrestling game. And we call it Suplex Saturdays. Saturday mornings we're in there like swimwear, trying to suplex and powerbomb our way to championship gold in the virtual space. And then, Sunday afternoons, I want to start back into doing Sega Genesis content every Sunday afternoon. Just right now, there's a lot going on. I'm already going live 6 days a week, and so that seventh day, I kind of need to prepare for the next week and such. But who knows, man? Maybe something will give, and we'll get back to Sega Sundays. I think I do have one of these weeks, though. I have a week of Sega Genesis gameplay content planned, so that should be fun. WWF No Mercy, yeah, that's a classic. I want an N64 too, and I know Brett's working on getting one as well. I want a Nintendo NES, I want an N64, and then I'd love to get a Sega Master System, because I never had a Sega Master System, and I always wanted one. Let's see, what else? I would definitely get N64, but see, I feel like that's getting a bit too advanced. I take that back, man. I would take an N64, man. So many good games for that system. The Zelda games, what is it? Ocarina of Time? Whatever the Zelda game is for the N64, so good. The Sega Dreamcast? Yeah, man. How did that work? I'm not sure why it failed, but I did have a Sega Dreamcast. There's a lot of great games, man. Shenmue is great. They had this sweet system where you could connect add-ons to your controller. So, like, for example, you could plug in a microphone, and you could they had a game called Seaman where you could plug in your microphone, and you had like a little digital minnow with a face on it, and you could talk to him, and he would learn his name, so you could give him a name, and when you said his name, he would come and talk to you, and you had to like nurture him and grow him. It's like a Tamagotchi pet for your Sega Genesis, or I'm sorry, for your Sega Dreamcast. But yeah, the game Shenmue is like a RPG adventure game they made a bunch of sequels for that are really rad. Yeah, for sure. It didn't last long, but man, it was fun while it lasted. Got me. Okay. I think I'm still in it. Yeah, I got one more life. Yeah, that's right, man. You could take your memory card had a little screen on it. So some cool games would have like mini games on your save file. So like let's say I was playing Mario. Oh shit, they didn't. I was playing Sonic on the Sega Dreamcast, and I could take my memory card and carry it around with me in my pocket and play like some Sonic mini game on it. But they had other cool shit you could do with it too. All kinds of stuff, man. But I like the concept. They had a good concept, but I don't know that it was always well executed, you know? Oh, he got me. All right, y'all, that's it. Shouts out to everybody who tuned in. Much love to the classic crew. Until next time, keep supporting the classics. Appreciate y'all. Have a good night. Later.